Hey guys, welcome to my first VOD review series. Today we will review my own gameplay of a Mezari game versus 7 Endless Difficulty AI. I will be going through each of my plays, trying to explain my decision making at the time, going over mistakes I made and how to avoid them or how to do things better. And also just talking about my general strategy when playing against very difficult AI. So this will likely be a multi-part. This will definitely be a multi-part series, perhaps more than 10 parts total. My goal is to make each part an hour long, so they will be slightly digestible, more digestible parts, not just a giant lengthy video. So without further ado, let's get started.
Hey guys, welcome back to my third attempt at beating Endless AI with Mezari. During the last attempt we tried and almost succeeded in beating 14 Endless AI, but I was about 8 turns behind the science leader. So this time I'm gonna adjust down the number of AI to 7 plus myself, and also on a smaller map on normal size instead of large. Last time we tried large, but it was too big for me to get to, so we're gonna try normal. Alright, let's see how we can do. So unfortunately with the Endless AI, I'm gonna have to cheese just a little bit. I'm gonna gamble turn 2 settles and re-roll until my turn 2 settle is a 3 village region with a decent start. If I don't do that, I'm afraid I won't have any chance of winning against the Endless AI. So bear with me while I re-roll a couple times, or maybe many times.
Spoiler, I had to reroll 6 times. And because of that,
our legend spoke of a great journey beneath the stars. Safe in our halls and minds, we ignored these old tales. But then the great quake cracked our halls open, revealing ancient secrets and relics. These unknown relics carried our patterns, our images, hints of a hidden past. We took them and fled the destruction, seeking a new life on the surface. Now the legends and relics of our past show the way to our future. The journey will be dangerous, sometimes deadly, but we go forth without fear or ignorance. For courage and knowledge are the bywords of the Vultures.
so because of the 6 rerolls I had to do, I'm just gonna skip ahead and spare you guys the pain of watching the rerolls.
Yep, it's 2 villages. There's only so much you can do with 4 movement speed. Maybe the strategy is to actually delay our settle until turn 3 or even 4. Maybe that is the way to go. Until we fully
Not necessarily.
Ooh.
So Wealth Harvester was activate for luxury boosters. So that's
This
why
looks
I
promising.
activated gold twice immediately. In case you didn't know, luxuries are cheaper to activate before you settle cities. Each one city you have
I might take
settled
this.
increases the luxury booster by 5. Luxury booster cost
Yeah.
by 5. So you see the region Lodera next to my spawn. It has 2 villages revealed already, and there's still a lot of space, a lot of potential for a 3rd village to be there. So that's why I think it's a promising region in terms of being a 3 village region. The region you spawn in is always guaranteed to be 1 village only. So if you want a 3 village start to your capital, you have no choice
12, 10, 8, 10.
but to move to another region, a nearby region. And that's what you want to do when playing against Endless AI, because there is no room for error and you need every advantage you can get.
I think this is a better settle than this. Alright, cross my fingers. 3 village? 3 villages, boys! Yay! Alright. This time, please. Please give me the quest I want. Please. Please, please, please. 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 Please.
So what I did just now, I gave my
Please
Marines
give me the quest that I need.
+1 vision, and it only costs 10 dust per marine to do that. It's a very useful thing you can do in the early game to give yourself quicker exploration with increased vision range. So a lot of the having a good early game depends on what quests you get from villages. So I'm hoping for
Please give me the
a good quest
that I need. No! Fuck! Oh my god! Dude, that's not what I need you to do.
Guess what?
That's not.
This is a bad quest. So, as a part of the whole re-rolling process in this RNG-filled game,
Why are you like this? Do you guys mind if I reload? You don't mind, right? I finally found... I'm reloading. Fuck this.
so you can re-roll village quests.
Choosing this fucking game.
If you cheese and if you reload the beginning of each turn, if you load the autosave, you can reroll the quests that you get from the same village. And basically, if I didn't do this, I would have had to spend another hour restarting the game from beginning.
Alright.
Looking for the perfect start.
What are the chances he gives us the same fucking quests?
And as I said before, if you don't have the perfect start, don't even bother playing against Endless AI. You have to have the perfect start.
Why does the game do this to me? Why? Why does the game do this to me?
If you want to know how quickly the Endless AI wins the game, they win on turn 65. Easily. Science victory, turn 65. that is the quickest, easiest victory for any AI to do. Usually it ends up being a Vulture or Kapaku, or maybe Forgotten. Because Forgotten can buy out text very easily.
I'm reloading the shit until I get the quest I want. Oh! Oh! I finally got a good quest, guys. Holy shit. Okay. I'm saving. That's crazy.
But the RNG frustration with this game is
Okay.
it could have very well given me this good quest on my first try, but I wasn't lucky enough to get that. So if I had spent another hour looking for this specific start, this perfect start, I probably would have gotten it, but it would have taken a lot of time. That's the thing. So in order to save time, I decided to just reload the turn instead of resetting the game. So quick tip, when you're in combat, you want your units to be in the forest as much as possible and to be on high ground as much as possible. High ground means when your unit is standing on an elevation above the elevation of an enemy unit, the one that you're attacking. The best case scenario is if you can get high ground and forest at the same time. Ranged units are amazing because they can easily like hold positions and stay on high ground and forest while getting all the combat bonuses against enemies. And also, obviously, ranged units don't take damage. They don't take retaliation damage when they attack enemies. The factions that have good ranged units or good support units are usually the factions that are good at war because those units are so good. For example, the Mezari. The Marines are incredibly good. See, I walked over there with my hero because that was high ground.
Okay, that is amazing.
Do you see how...
Finally! Good start. Finally.
See what a difference it makes to
So
have
thankful.
+3 population?
It's all thanks to the reloading. So now I know it's not like you're always gonna get that shitty wait for 5 turns quest. It's only sometimes that you get that quest.
I don't know how Endless Legend decides what kind of quests, RNG probabilities you get, but all of those quests that involve waiting 5 turns, I hate them so much. I hate them with a fiery passion.
Village and, oh,
I wish
interesting.
they would just not exist or be buffed so that they are more reasonable and easier to complete, because in their current states they are basically impossible to complete early game, like before turn 10. It's basically highly dependent on where you settled, whether or not you can complete those quests. Specifically, I'm talking about the one where
Get the village.
you need to make
City?
5 of each resource for 5 turns. Like, so BS.
I'm not really sure, to be honest.
There's an even worse one, which is 12 food and 12 influence for 5 turns, which
This
is
would give me
which
glass,
some
though.
like
I
sometimes
think I
that
can get the
that
city in
specific one can't even be completed until like turn 20 something, just because you need like 5 population total in order to complete that quest.
because it's 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 south, 3 south, 2 east. So imagine if this eyeless one is my city. 3 south, 2 east. Yeah, it would be in range. Wow, lucky. Okay. I think that's all the reloading I'm gonna do this game. Probably. Yeah, see? It does get the city in range. Perfect. Oh, there's a land bridge here. Interesting.
If you're ever
That's a lot
wondering,
of anomalies. Holy crap.
if you're ever wondering like what's the range of a battle, like
It
whether
seems like a good second city.
just all you have to do is select an army and then hover right click over any enemy or any village that is not pacified, like that, and you see a white border, right? In that white border is all of your armies and cities that will participate or can participate in the battle. But you do need action points to participate. All armies and all militias, all cities have 1 action point. So because my militia and my hero still have 1 action point remaining, they can all fight. But for example, if I use my militia to attack another army somewhere else, this same turn, they would have no action point, which means my hero would have to fight this battle alone. So you have to be careful. Defending battles, like when somebody else initiates the attack on you, you do not spend any action points unless you retreat. So if you fight a defending battle and you survive, you still have an action point remaining and you could still get an attack.
Nice 0. Haha.
This quest that I'm doing right now, the Free Our People, which usually it's like a quest is asking you to kill another village And then you have to go back, and after you kill this village, you have to go back to the quest giver you have to talk to them, and then it'll pacify them. This quest is amazing because it gives you not just one but 2 rewards, and it gives you a bunch of XP because you get the XP from talking to the village twice, and you get the XP from killing the other village too, which is awesome. Sometimes, if you're really lucky, you could get 15 titanium and then also 15 glass steel, or vice versa, from this one quest alone,
2
the
villages.
free our people quest.
I wonder if this was also a 3-village region. That actually would have been. That actually would be interesting. Wow. We can build the museum in 6 turns. It's pretty crazy. Is that I just realized this is a 3 anomaly space.
Did you guys know that if you have any overflowing industry, it goes into the second item in your build queue? So if you put a settler second in your build queue, you can eventually build the
I
settler
was supposed to
just by
assign
using
my hero last turn.
overflow industry. And that's wonderful because building settlers, having settlers on the top of your queue will take away 100% of your food production for that turn. So every turn you have a settler in the top of your queue, you're losing 100% of your food from that city. And so using overflow industry to build a settler means you avoid all of that food loss while getting other things built, and the settler built secondarily. So here with this rumbler was from a Legends of Old quest, which is a slightly newer quest from the latest DLC, the Monstrous Tales. Defeating this rumbler will yield you anywhere from 80 to 160 dust. So it's extremely worthwhile to go to find this rumbler and kill him. So basically, when you activate the Legends of Old quest from a ruin search, it'll tell you to go explore 2 other ruins, and one of those 2 ruins will spawn this rumbler. If you're lucky, you get the spawn, and then you kill him, you get a bunch of XP, and you get dust for killing him. So yeah, definitely try your best to do this quest with your hero, if at all possible. Obviously, know your limits. You want to, you don't want your hero to die. That would be the worst thing possible that could happen. So take risks, but take risks safely. Or know your limits.
120 dust.
Yeah, see,
Good.
look at that. 270 dust on turn 4. Yeah, it's a game changer.
You know what? That's worth it. Next turn I will be level 3 and I'll give more XP. I mean, give more science to the city.
In most games, if I was playing like a regular
Gold.
multiplayer
It's giving me a lot of gold.
game as Mezari, I probably would have assigned my hero to my city as a governor on turn 2 or 3, whenever I reach level 2. But I got pretty lucky this game because I already have been fighting a bunch of things. I already fought 3 battles by turn 4. So 1 against the Kapaku, right? The quest Kapaku. 2 against the Dargeshi. And 3 against that quest Rumbler. So thanks to all those battles, my hero gained a whole bunch of XP and is going to be level 3 next turn, on turn 5. Which means, because she has Science Boost 2, which is a capacity that gives +8 science per level on hero. She is already giving the city 8 times 2 is 16 science. And next turn, she will give the city 24 science passively, which is crazy. Crazy good.
Yep, she's level 3. Giving our city 25.6 science. Perfect. Wine. That's perfect, actually. I think we will save it for... No, we're not gonna save it. Who are we kidding? Oh, we could save it.
The nice thing about the Mezari starting hero and the Valter starting hero is that you can make her a general or a governor, whichever you choose. I chose to make her a general this game because I was planning to fight enemies as soon as possible. And I need a ranged hero to do so. A ranged general to do so effectively. What I will need is a support hero.
Let's save it for when we settle our next city.
Sorry, 2 generals is the minimum. Support general and a ranged
However,
ranged
if we use it
general.
now, we could boost our food and production. Let's just use it.
So with the wine here,
What do we get? We
like,
get dyes.
I was on the fence about using it immediately
Yeah,
because
see?
I was thinking about
Let's
using
just
it
do one
next turn after my settler
it's
is
worth it.
ready to settle. So I use it and then immediately settle, but I decided just to use it right away because it buffs my industry, which is pretty important.
And now we build museum in 4 turns. This is like some endless AI level bullshit right here. We should have researched mercenary market. That was a mistake. Last turn we should have researched Mercenary Market because we totally had enough dust to buy a hero. And if it was a Necrophage hero, that would have been amazing. Somebody settled here. Is there a Necrophage hero? There! Oh my gosh, I should have bought him last turn. Three turns. Oh, right. I can't use him for 3 turns anyway. Well, no matter. Should I just level him up? No. I should wait the 3 turns. Perfect. This guy should start heading down here. Well, no. Continue exploring up here. I regret assigning my hero a little bit. Just a little bit.
So with this second city, Stegarno, I'm planning to assault it and then settle right on top of the titanium above there, because I'm planning to assault that city on turn 9. In case you don't already know, if you assault the city, or if you raise the city before an empire plan, your empire plan becomes cheaper, and the cost of using a luxury booster is also cheaper. So there are a lot of benefits to salting cities before your empire plan. Of course, you wouldn't salt a city that you want to keep, so
So I need
you just plan.
40 influence I need another 17. That means I need to make 9 per turn. So let's just use dice.
One of the biggest differences between an experienced player and a new player is how aware are they of empire plan turns. How
Oh,
well
nice
do
quest.
how
Thank you.
well does the player plan for empire plans? Because if you don't plan and calculate ahead of time how much influence you need for your plan, then you're probably not going to get the most ideal plan that you want, which means now you are put behind, you fall behind the other players who did calculate their empire plan cost properly and took measures to fulfill the influence costs needed for the plan.
Is there anything that gives us glass steel?
So
Nothing gives us glass steel.
because
So
we
I
want
need to put my city on somewhere that has glass steel, like here.
we're greedy, so
But
we want both wonders, both early game wonders. More like we
I
need
want
both
this city
early
because it
game
has
wonders.
villagers.
It's very hard
So
to beat
one
AI
settler we will send over here,
without both wonders,
yes.
early game wonders. At least you want to have the megapole. If you had to choose between megapole and museum, you would choose the megapole because it gives you industry. But museum is also incredibly OP. Basically, the reason why megapole is so worth it is because you invest 500 industry into the wonder, but after you level it up to level 2, the megapole gives you plus 50 industry per turn on that city. So that means in a measly 10 turns, you already get 100% return on your investment. And then after those 10 turns, everything else is profit. So if a game is, say, 65 turns long, and you complete the megapole on turn 20, from turn 30,
Delvers.
on turn 30,
I want more delvers.
you have already made back the investment of industry that you put into the megapole. So from turn 30 to turn 65,
Delvers, actually.
you get 35 turns of profit where you just get 50 industry for free thrown at your city. So now you see how overpowered megapole can be, right? And obviously, like, the benefits of the museum is obvious. When you level up the museum, it gives you 40 approval, 20 approval per level, and it gives your empire plus 20% dust and science. Crazy. Honestly, if I were to redo this game, I would have researched search party right here instead of Dawn Officer, because search party I don't think I took it at all this game, and it's such a useful tech when you play with the same strategy I play with, which is scouting wide, far and wide, and taking as many ruins as possible.
This is a pretty crazy start, not gonna lie.
Yeah, search party is good. Try it. So I achieved my goal of reaching Era 2 before turn 10. So now I don't need my Mezari governor to be in a city anymore, particularly. I can go out and explore with her again. So I replace her with Longfangs in my capital to get the industry and food bonuses on my populations. And I also want Longfangs to level up as quickly as possible, reach level 4, because I'll show you real quick why that is. Give me a sec. So switching over to the Endless Legend wiki, Longfangs. There are 3 Necrophage heroes that are best early game heroes, but for industry, best industry early game heroes. And they are Feeds on Bones, Longfangs, and Queenslayer, right? Queenslayer. The reason is these 3 heroes have a capacity called slavery, which increases the per population, per citizen value of food and industry for each pacified village. So you can see here, I have 3 villages, right? 3 pacified villages in the city. So instead of 4 food and 4 industry per citizen, I'm making +3, +3, so 7 per citizen. It's like plus 75% to food and industry output. Of course, it's not passive bonus, it's an active bonus, so you have to have populations making that resource to benefit, but still crazy powerful. And in addition to that, all Necrophage heroes have a skill called Slave Driver, which reduces the cost of units in that specific city, and you can get 2 levels in it. So level 1 you take Necrotic Agriculture, level 2 you take Necrotic Agriculture, levels 3 and 4 you max out Slave Driver, and now your industry city has minus 24% unit cost. So combine that with the Empire plan, the military Empire plan level 1, which is minus 20%. And I believe, if my math is correct, that stacks additively for a 44% cost reduction in the unit. 44% reduction in unit cost. Yeah, unit production cost. Well, actually, not just unit production cost, unit buyout cost too, because the unit buyout cost is directly related to the production cost. All right, back to the VOD.
not going to pacify that. Do I want to leave all these ruins for a hero later? Yeah, probably. But I also want guaranteed glass steel. Adamantium? Really? Wow, that's crazy. Wow. I can actually assimilate Delvers right now. Yeah, I'm gonna settle there. My next settler will settle here. Or will I? Maybe I just keep the city. I mean, titanium is great. Settle this city, and this city. And maybe this city too. Yeah, that's fine. I could take this city later. Possibly. What the fuck just happened?
The game just forced me to misclick on the tile that I passed instead of the ruin itself. never forget, always do your empire plan and then check your luxuries and then complete your ruins explorations. Use up all your movement before you resettle, before you settle any cities on the empire plan turn. Because if you find luxuries in a ruin, then you can have the option to activate it immediately for cheaper. Oh, quick tip as well. You could build a settler under a settler to get some overflow industry going as well, into the next settler, basically. All right, guys, that's a good stopping point for part 1 of this VOD review. And stay tuned to my channel for part 2. Thank you for watching. See you next time.